My next series of videos is about a big window I did for a church in Highbury. The church is called St. Joan of Arc, and they approached me to design and make a window for them to celebrate their centenary. And I was very pleased to hear that there was a good 2 or 3 years before it was their centenary when they first approached me, because I think often churches don't anticipate how long the process takes, because even once you've designed the window and agreed that with the church, it then has to go to a committee, the Arts and Architecture Committee, where they consider whether they think the window design is appropriate. And that committee, I think, only meets 3 times a year. So if they have an objection and they want it tweaking, well, that delays you, and then it can delay you again. St. Joan of Arc is often portrayed in a very militaristic way, and that's not really in keeping with current thinking. So I had to find a way of representing her that wasn't, arm up with a sword charging into battle. And the other thing is the flames, obviously she met a gloomy end. So I came up with a design they were happy with, and I will just talk you through it. So this is the design. So the sword is cruciform, and it's pointing down as opposed to being raised in battle. And then the lilies that grow around it are, well, that's Joan of Arc's flower, because she's represented by a fleur-de-lis often, and that's a lily, a fleur-de-lis. So the lilies are growing around the sword. And then instead of having flames, which can look a bit hellfire, I have indicated flames through the colour. And my intention when I designed this was to make the coloured glass myself by using a fused frit method, so that I could put in yellow, orange, red colours in a flame-like form that hinted at flames and added colour and movement, but didn't add that kind of angry fire element. And that is what I did, and it worked really well. They wanted some sort of lettering on the window to indicate the window's purpose, and I suggested that might be achieved quite nicely by using a sandblasted technique. So because this technique of using frit or powdered frit on top of clear glass means what you end up with is a layer of colour on clear glass. When you sandblast that top layer of colour away, you get the clear glass showing through underneath, and so it's quite an effective technique to sandblast. So we've got St. Joan of Arc Parish, and then the years. A big job, and it finally went in last week. I began it in October, so it's taken October, November, December, January, 5 months to make. Sadly, because of the coronavirus, I haven't been able to visit the church since the installation was finished. Everything moved quite quickly last week. They started the installation on Tuesday. On Wednesday I went to the church with my camera and filmed some of the installation. On Thursday they were saying don't travel unless it's absolutely necessary. So on Thursday they finished the installation, but I wasn't able to go there and see it, and I suspect I won't now for a long time. The parish priest very kindly sent me a photo of the finished window, which I'm not sure how good the quality will be when I've added it to the end of this film, or maybe the beginning of this film, but you can have a look and see and see the finished item, so to speak. And also you can see the finished window relative to the design that I showed the parish. That might be quite interesting. It's a window that's used quite a lot of different techniques, and I've tried to show in my videos everything I've done, from drawing the design, receiving the templates, cutting, fusing, leading, soldering, cementing, polishing, and then the installation. And I think the installation particularly is interesting because it's on such a big scale and it's going into a stone window. And it was really interesting for me to get up on the scaffolding and watch them work. I only install small windows myself, otherwise I ask other people to do that sort of work for me. You need a big team, you need a lot of scaffolding. So I hope you find this video interesting and useful. I'll try and put some links down below, and if you have any questions, get in touch. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.